Okay, brothers and sisters, this is Suleiman Rahim here. Mention of Covenant, break of 7 seals. I made a little band-aid thing here. Maybe I can get to work, trying to figure out what's really going on. So if you still can't hear me, let me know. And I'll just have to wait till tomorrow. I'm definitely have to cut it short now. Of course, I wasn't planning on I'll mess up here. Okay, leave it there. Okay, I wasn't planning on taking this long. Okay, let's get to the main issue here. So I'm gonna have to just talk about a couple of things today and talk about the rest tomorrow and Wednesday maybe. Okay. Now I was trying to explain how the universe works. I'm really going to really brief, because I've talked about this in detail in the past, so the presentation should still be out there. But the universe is just energy, pure energy, and it's not even a fabric. It's energy. It's mathematics. And you can't explain it. I can't explain it. It just is. It always will be. No one can stop that. No one can start it. It's always been, always will be, period. So let's move on from there. Anyway. It can't expand because you expand it. You means you can't create energy, you can't destroy it. So to expand, you can't expand it because expanding you create energy. So it converts the energy to another form, which, as expanding, it converts energy into neutrons. So I'm just showing you a pair of neutrons, but just keep them as it keeps on to exhaust all the neutrons it can create, and then what happens is that. Then it starts causing neutrons to spin, which is protons. And protons spinning, a neutron is a spinning, a proton is a spinning neutron. Anything that spins produces torque. Torque is an electron. I'm going to leave it there. But the point I want to make here, brothers, is this. Now, when it does it right, the force that creates the protons keep them a certain distance apart. So I'm just using this as keeps them a certain distance apart from each other, okay? It's a force that's keeping them at that distance, okay? It's like you pull a blanket or a rubber band, right? It's a force that's keeping them at that distance. Now, if you try to put them back together, then that force is trying to pull them back. That force comes is manifest because it's trying to pull them back apart again. You see what I'm saying? It's trying to pull them back apart again. Now, it takes the force that takes to create a neutron is the same force that takes to keep them apart. Same force, exact same force. You understand that principle? So therefore, that force that's pulling back is force of two neutrons. A neutron is a force that was brought into existence by the universe expanding. So that's every action has opposite equal reaction, right? So there's a force that's trying to pull it. So the neutron is a force, okay, and then if you call it the spin, then it pulls them apart. Like, the neutron by spinning as protons, that's the force that's keeping them apart. But that force is equal to the same force so you can look at it this way. Look at it this way. You look at it that way, same force. Just look at it in that sense, in that way. See? Look at that way. It's still a force that's trying to keep these protons apart. Right? But it's the same force that takes to create neutrons. So what happens is, this is what happens. Neutrons create, the force goes away. And that keeps the atom together. That keeps the atoms together. That's where it works. But now, when you talk to the devil scientists, they know now since I told them, but they don't know why the neutron is there. They say it's a kind of strong force holding them together. And they know you have to have a neutron in the proton, in the atom to keep them. You have to have it in there. And they know when they knock a neutron out, right, the atom explodes. That's a fission bomb. But they haven't said, well, what I've just told you. Now, the reason why I want to explain that, brothers and sisters, like I was trying to explain to certain people, it's like the alphabet. If you want to learn to read and write, you got to learn the alphabet. If you learn numbers 1 to 9, 1 to 0, or 0 to 1, 0 to 9, for numbers, because then everything builds up. 10 is 12 is 1 and 2. 103 is 1, 0, and 3. 1, 0, and 3. These buildings, but you got to understand the building blocks. And when you understand that principle right there, remember that's the fundamental principle of the universe. That's the fundamental. That's a fundamental principle of Islam. That's a fundamental principle of Islam. I keep saying, boy, I got myself a little bug because it's now I can't even speak properly. It's the fundamental principle of the universe. You can't say Islam, but I don't want to. I just want to keep it simple. It's a fundamental principle of the universe. That what I just told you. Making atoms. And once you understand that, you'll find that principle in everything you see. That's what I'm trying to tell the person. You'll find that principle in everything you see. As the Quran says, the signs everywhere. Once you understand the building blocks, right, then you can understand like a brick. You understand how brick works, then you're going to understand how the building works because the building is built based on bricks. And that's part of the reason maybe that you have to understand the basics. And that's a basic principle. And once you see that, then you can see it there, and then you can see that principle in other things in life, in the way you interact with people. You'll find, when you start thinking mathematically, you say, like I was trying to explain, I'm not going to get through all this process. I was trying to explain to the person, if you understand, right, if you understand the fact that everybody has the same amount of energy, right, and say I gave them an example. If you have 100 units of energy, everybody has 100 units of energy, but you made an energy, everybody can have 100. But say you made a 70 units of energy. So that's 70, that's take up 70. So you only got 30 units of energy left. So that energy you can left, you could get whatever, maybe you can get a car. Maybe a car has 10 units of energy. Maybe a house, see what I'm saying? Good. And then as long as you stay within 100, then you balance. But you get a car that's 70, and you're 70, now you're 140. Now you're gonna have negativity with that house because you're not balanced, right? So I was trying to explain that once you understand that principle, right, then look what helps you when you find a mate. Because if you were 70, right, then and you're gonna try to find a mate that's a 70. You're going to have nothing but stress with that person. You have nothing but stress with them because now you're 140, but you're only supposed to be 100. So you're going to have 40 units of stress with that person. But you find a person that's 30, bam, then they may not like you, they may be different. Like my wife, we're totally different. But we work. It works. We've been on 40-some years. It works because it's the balance is there. You understand? It works because... But another way to look at it is this. Say, for instance, you were 70, and you went out there and got you a $30 house, 300 units house, right? Then you're whole 70. So you meet someone, and anybody you meet, I don't care if you meet 2 or 5 or 10 or 20, you're still going to be stressed because now you're out of balance. See? Or you find a person, you say you're 60, and you find someone that's, say they're 30, right? And you're 60, well, it's fine. But what if they can be 100. So say they got 70, so they got 100, but they come in, that's 100 coming in. So the only way you're going to be peaceful, they got to get rid of that 70. I hope you understand that. So I'm going to leave it there, bro, since I want to move on to my main subject. You have to start thinking mathematically, because you think mathematically, cut through the bullshit. You see? Because I didn't understand that when I was married to a demon a long time ago, right? And nothing but grief. And when she left, that was one of the best days of my life, right? See, because she walked out. I don't walk out on people. Right? She walked out. I was stuck with it. When she left, I was, thank you, Jesus, boy. I was, boy. And she's trying to get back. No way. It ain't happening. Right? But I didn't understand that concept like that. At that point, I understood pressure. I didn't understand it particularly in that particular way. I do now. Right? So therefore, you be careful how you choose your mate. And I haven't talked about that. So that's one of the things that I'm not going to go into details. I can't remember exactly I'm not sure how he said it. I don't know. I know he was talking about the science of choosing a mate. I can't speak to it anymore than that. So let me just be quiet on that one. Well, let me get to the main subject here, Ron says. I hope you understand. Go back to the root finds basic principle, because everything is, remember, that's the building blocks. That means everything is going to be, everything going to have that principle built in somehow. And like I said, if you understand what I just told you about selecting a mate, that'll cut through all the bullshit. Because you don't have to, well, I'm going to get to that in a minute. I'm going to get to that in a minute. So you may not see the connection, but maybe you'll see a connection, because I want to talk about that, but a different way. Okay, let's move on, brothers and sisters. Okay, now here. Now I talk about this, but I want to talk about something else. This is not our main subject here. But see, this is why you start to think these things through. Now, in energy deprivation, what would the economy be like? Right? Energy deprivation, right? You invest 100, you only get 50 back. Right? We get a master 100 units of energy, he gives back 5 units back, some shillings and, not even a pot to piss in, it's some shillings and some cow, because you give more than you get back. That's the way it works. So what kind of economic system would you have that would work in there? Capitalism. See, if that was to just make this stuff up, capitalism is the system you would have, because that's capitalist exploitation. You do this, but you get less back. I was trying to explain to a person at the gym. He walked aside. I said, I dropped something on him, and I was surprised when he picked up. He said, he got it. Got to him, I explained to him this way. I said, look, see, I ain't seen him in a while. He came in. Would tell me, happy Merry Christmas. I said, hey, brother, I ain't in Merry Christmas. I ain't in Christmas Eve. I thought I'd just say something to you. That's what he gave me, young brother, right? And so I dropped that on him. I said, I asked him, what would capitalism, what would slavery look like in the industrial society? He didn't get it at first. And I just explained, I said, look, what you do is if you take, and you work with somebody, and they tell you to go out and you raise $1 million for them, that's that. You put a lot of work in $1 million. They're gonna pay you $1 million? Of course. And they said, no. Okay. How you gonna make any money? Well, that means you put more, and then that means that's exploitation. That's if you take it to the nth degree, like you go out and raise it, they don't give you nothing. Isn't that slavery? He got it. Well, he caught it. He got it then. I rocked him on that one because I ain't seen him respond like that before in anything I've said to him. That's not talk to him all the time, but every now and then I drop something on him. He comes around, talk to me, right? So, and you see what I'm saying? So that's the kind of system you would have. And then you have to, but remember, because if you have any humanity in you, you have a sense of justification. Because remember, mathematics is an equal sign. Right? That's an equal sign. You know what an equal sign is? That's a justification. I'm trying to get you a deeper way of looking at this. Equals not justification. If you got a 5 on that side, you got a 5 on that side. So if you're doing something, you have a justification. Your brain has to be justification to do it, because that's the equal sign. Hope you understand that. So therefore, if you say this is what you're going to do, you have to have a justification for doing it. Right? They call that conscience. Everybody got a conscience. Even the beast got a conscience. Animals have a conscience too. So therefore, you got to say, hey, I'm exploiting them, but they deserve to be exploited because God says so. Now, you feel balanced. Your mind is balanced now. See, because that get to a mind thing. You understand what I'm saying? And then you have to have the consensus. Everybody's got to go along with it, or it doesn't work. And that's democracy. See what I'm saying? That's the kind of system you would have to have when you're under deprivation. But that's not a system we have. We go home. See? Because I keep telling myself, and it's difficult for me. That's it. Because if you just explain about Job and all that stuff, man, you have no idea how I feel about this. And you have no idea. You can never understand it. Right. But I always say read between lines. Okay, the Quran tells you in the here. I keep talking about leverage. So and hereafter you put 10 in, you get 20 back. You put 10 in, you get 20, 30 back. And 10, 40, it keeps increasing. So that's the opposite of capitalism. We'll have no capitalism in the hereafter. Because once that happens, right? See, it's totally opposite. Because you won't have capitalism. Because now it's the opposite. You put in, you get more back out than you put in. See what I'm saying? So that system won't work anymore. It only worked through energy deprivation because it made sense. It's in tune with the reality. I keep telling you, the scriptures have to be in tune. The scriptures are tell you how to deal with the reality. They are the reality. They're the mindset you need for reality. And that's the mindset you need because the point is that'll be our experience. Where we put in 100, we get 50 back. But see, the problem is, you need the 50. You need to eat. You understand? So that means if you need to eat, it means you got to put more work in than to get the food you get, even though it's killing you. But even though you're wearing yourself out, you're wilting, you look like 90 when you only sit 30, right? But you need to eat, so therefore you have to. You understand, brothers and sisters? See? And so in order to do that, you have to submit. Because the people that got the food, you got to submit to them. See? You understand? You got to submit to them to get it. If you kill the man, if they kill the goose that laid the golden egg, like I said, then you don't get no gold anymore. So if you don't submit to Adam, he don't produce the food no more. Then you starve to death. I'm going to leave it there, brothers and sisters. One day you'll understand. And I'll just go ahead and let this play, and go ahead and let this play, brothers and sisters. And I want to get to my main point. I see my mic seems probably working. I think the problem is part of the problem. What's going on? Is you going to move or what? What's going on? Oh, there you go. Part of the problem is can't listen to certain people, brothers and sisters. Right, because I got this. I went trying to improve my mic situation, everything, and I recommended to get this particular arm. And it seemed like every time I put the mic loaded, mounted on the arm, that's when I get echoes and stuff. And so it's some kind of way this phone is the microphone is interfacing with the arm somehow. So anyway, I'll figure it out. See, I was trying to improve my voice, right? Well, I mean, that's impossible, ain't it? That's impossible, ain't it? But I got so many things I need to talk about, and I need to be very clear about it. I'm trying to speak more, but I keep forgetting to talk slowly. I keep forgetting to do that. And then I'm trying to get a better microphone so that my voice come clearer. But and what I was saying here, I talked about this, bro, since yesterday and the other day. Right? What's happening here, if you understand this, that means you. See, I neglect to say this because I just gotta stop assuming things. The scientists, Dr. Shabazz, they look ahead, so they knew. When I say, well, you can't prepare something you don't know what it is, we don't. But the scientists already knew what unprecedented time and pressure control would be like, because from a mathematical point of view, because they wrote the history, they see in it, they know exactly what unprecedented trouble would be like. See? So, because somebody, I'm not gonna say somebody tapped me on the shoulder, says, well, wow, they said, well, didn't Dr. Shabazz know about this? Yeah, he did know. I said, why don't you explain to everybody so they understand it that way? I said, well, I guess they would. I said, let me stop assuming. right? Because Elijah Muhammad said Dr. Shabazz prepared us. He made us strong, right? So, and people, he didn't say exactly a time unprecedented trouble. He didn't say exactly what the event was. He just prepared us for it. And I'm not exactly sure exactly how he said it, but the point is, he was saying Dr. Shabazz made us, right? Now, they never talk energy deprivation, universe contraction, expand, none of that stuff. Only thing Elijah Muhammad said, the earth was in unrighteous orbits. And he talking about Dr. Yaqub coming. Now, how that fits in with, I'm not sure. But the bottom line is Dr. Shabazz preparing us. And so the thing is that he had to know, because he was one of the scientists, to write this history, this 50,000 years ago, he had to know what unprecedented trouble would be like. So he knew it prepares for it. See, we wouldn't know. That was the problem. That's where I was coming from. How could we know? Right? How could we know? I mean, I can know what the angel tells me, but the scientists, they got the math laid out. They got the computers laid out. Tell me exactly how much pressure you'd be under, what structure you need to be, and everything. Say no. So the point, when you look at it from that point of view, right? That's what I was trying to explain here. And like I said, I've been so much trouble with. I noticed I was talking about something yesterday, and I ain't finished talking about it. I started talking about something else because I got to stop being distracted. This is not on anybody else. This is on me. But I went and bought me a new laptop. Yeah, I got it right there, but I don't know if that's going to help or not. But the bottom line is that's what I was trying to tell you. You are already prepared for time of unprecedented trouble. I mean, I did say it, but I guess I didn't say it clear enough. Because that's what Holocaust did for you. And that's why you're the only one going to be able to survive it. So I get. So I guess I won't get that comment again, because I think I made it clear enough right there. If you went through the Holocaust, remember, no one else went through it but us. But he said, well, then the question come out, what about Master Farad Muhammad and Andrew? See, remember, I told you about that, you, right? Now, the Shia are very disciplined anyway. They're going to be, Master Farad Muhammad, he has the wisdom to teach them what they need to do. But that's only going to last 6,000 years. And then his kingdom will return back over to Dr. Shabazz. But the point is, because of their faithfulness and everything, they'll be grafted back in. So we'll leave it there. But that's why that's why that didn't move. And I said, well, I'm showing them right there, that thing don't move. Don't they get it? And so, no, you got to explain it. And I keep getting hit on the head with that. You got to explain it. You can't just leave it there. Because I said, well, I'm showing it don't move, so, right? Okay. So if you went to the Holocaust, right? Because that's what even Esau, remember, he's our twin brother. And he said they're going to be crushed out of existence because no one can, you was made to withstand it. Okay, I understand, move on. So I'll talk about more tomorrow, but that should be clear enough, I think. Okay, let's look at this. And I'm going to let it play, and then I'll speak to it. Now, what I'm saying, dear brothers and sisters, is this. Let's go back to the beginning here. And the art of war. I'm not going to get to everything I was talking about, brothers and sisters, because like I said the issue I just had, and I've been messing with this thing all day, and thought I had it right, and then it wasn't. Hopefully, the sound's coming through okay now. Right, but the Band-Aid on it, it's still working, but I gotta fix it. Okay, now see here. This gets back to pressure. Right. Throw this pressure. Oh, I don't want to move it. Hold on, it's gonna move. I need to stop and freeze it. I don't know if I can. I can freeze it. What's this? What's this? I can freeze it. Well, I'm gonna let it play. Like I said, well, I'll just talk about it in more detail tomorrow. What's going on here? Oh boy. Am I trying to tell me something? I guess not. What's saying here is, I gotta stop it. I gotta stop it to do this. I'm gonna call it today. Okay, let's see. Let's see what I got here. Okay, here. Okay, okay. Okay, hold on. What I'm saying here, Brown, says, say for instance, what's going on here? I just fixed it. Oh boy, what's going on? Just fix it. Didn't take, huh? Okay, do it again. Try it again. Okay, what I'm showing here is, say the pressure is 50 pounds per square inch, something like that, right? So the pressure is equal. If that's equal, that means your power is equal to theirs, right? Then you can't overcome them, they can overcome you. That means their thought, remember, say their thought is, you look at that as a thought. Their thought is, remember, thought is pressure. Their thought is 50 pounds per square inch, because that's what thought is pressure. So it's 50 pounds per square inch. So both, so no matter, they can't come with any strategy to overcome you, and you can't come with any strategy to overcome them, as long as it stays like that. You can't come in, right? So your thought, whatever you can't come with any kind of idea, nothing to overcome them, because your pressure is equal. You think of it in terms of thought. You understand? So what happens is that, now, remember, it says that they're going to be victims of mischief. They're going to be tricked. So what happens is, if you can take, and remember, pressure, you have volume and pressure. The more you, like take a balloon, the more smaller space, the greater pressure, you feel it. The more you expand it, right, the less pressure, because that's where it is. So it depends on how much volume you have. So, but if that start expanding, right, with the same amount of, right, it start expanding. In other words, it start going beyond that level. Let me put it another way. Okay, I'm focusing all my energy on this one thing. Now I got so much energy, I got energy is 50 units, right? But if I focus on two different things, that means I'm splitting it. Now I only got 25 here and 25 there. So I've decreased my pressure level, right? Because I'm concentrating on two different things now. So I got 25 here, 25 here, because I still can have no more than 50. Hope you understand that. So here, so if I can get this to use their power, to spread their power around, say they focus all their power in the Middle East right now, just for example. So, hey, but if I can get them to expand their power to other places, that means their power is going to be lower there, because they expand it, right? Their concentration being distracted. You understand what I'm saying? I hope you understand the point. Okay, that's what this is doing. So what I'm showing is that You see, right here, they say they got all the folks told Americans, folks told America, Gog, Magog, and false Israel told to focus on all their energy, all their military might is focused, right? Like, maybe say you got 2 tanks, right? And you focus both those tanks on a thing, man, you blowing it away. But what if you take one tank and say, okay, I'm going to just leave you just do it, and I'm going to put our tank over here. Well, now you ain't putting that much force over here anymore because you put force here and putting force over there because you only got 2 tanks. You understand? Hope you understand it. So what happens is this. And see, they're expanding. See, they're getting big. They're expanding. See, all over the world, they're expanding there. You get them to do that, right? And all of a sudden, bam, they're down to 10. They're down to 10. You see? And you could destroy 10. See? You can destroy 10 because at that point, they're only 10. So all you're dealing with, their force at the Middle East is only 10. Because they got force over China, they got force, and that's what's shown here. They got force over, you understand? But the point is the wise thing to do is that the foundation of that force, I'm not saying too much here, brothers, because I've been thinking about this, what I'm saying here, right? But I think I can say this. So the foundation of that force, remember I told you what the foundation of this reality is? False Israel. See? So if they got that much pressure, but you destroyed the foundation of it, it's like putting a pinprick in the balloon. All the pressure comes out. See? And that's what I'm showing here. See? So what you did is you couldn't destroy their force as equal to yours. But if you can get them to expand that pressure all over the place, now you can defeat them. See? But when you defeat them, you got to make sure you defeat the foundation. Otherwise, they come back together on you. See? If they get false Israel is the cornerstone. They can't create another false Israel if it's gone. Create that, the whole thing collapses. You understand what I'm saying? So I just thought I'd share that with you, bro. Says I don't know if you got go or not. See? I can tell you, art of war. See? And Master Muhammad, right? He's a war master. He's a god. He's a god of West. What I call him, the Lord of Hosts. Right? Okay. So see what happens here? I can't really see. So here, see, his force in the Middle East is down to 10 because he obstructed all the world, China and everything else, right? So what happens to get out of 10? Bam, he just take out false Israel. Take it out there. And they can't stop it. Because 50 against 10, crushed it. And that means all the rest of it falls because that was the core of it. I hope you understand that, brothers and sisters. As I'm showing it here again, right? See America all over the world. Okay, I'll make it a little slower here. See, America, South America, Europe, Africa, China, Middle East, right? They take out the Middle East, that's what the core is, that's what the foundation is, false Israel. And all the rest of them start fading. Their forces all over the world start fading. See? Because remember, these people, China is pushing against them, Africa's pushing against them, Europe's pushing against them. So what you want to do is you want to trick them. In other words, put it like this here. You want to start confusion all over the planet. So get China start, oh man, we got to go put that fire on China. Oh man, we got trouble with Russia. We got to go and mess with them. Oh, we got to trouble with Sudan. We got to go, you see what I'm saying? So now you spread your forces out, and now you weaken the Middle East where your foundation is, and now boom, they just take it out, and the rest falls right behind it. I thought you might be interested in that. So you got to start thinking mathematically, brothers and sisters, because that's why I showed you that thing. It says they would be overcome by mischief, but they wouldn't be able to do anything about it. They wouldn't be able to figure it out. See, because America's not unlimited. So they putting their force over here. That means just coming thin. So now their force in the Middle East is lower. But that's what it's like your body. You can take off your arm, You can even take out a kidney. You can take out your leg. You can take out an eye. You can take out a piece part of your brain. But you take out your heart, it's gone. The whole thing is just gone. And that's the heart of it. For us, this was the heart of it. You take it out, the body's gone. It has to have a heart. See? So therefore, that's what's happening. See? Make them stretch their force out. See? Oh, you can take Syria, you can take this, you can take, oh yes. And we're just happy we can take everything. And then next thing you know, bam, shoot you right in the heart. The whole body collapses. I thought you might be interested in that, brothers and sisters. I figured I could talk to you about that now. Hopefully, I don't know. But you're not going to understand the four winds blowing. That's what the ninja says. Let's see here. It's going down, and America drying, all their forces drying up all over the place now. And then what's happening here? Look what happened here. This is America, right? Boom. Hold it. I went too far. Went too fast, too far. During this time, what happens? Let's see what happens here. Now, this was working fine before, so okay, I guess not. Okay, so the point here, brothers, let me close out. The point here is that's when remember we're a nation within a nation. America's pregnant with us. So at that same time, that's when, what's going on here? Okay. So that's the time the nation is born. So when it's born, now you got two, a seedly great army, and you also got America, was much of their armies left here. So, right? So now that's when they attack, because that's what they're waiting for, the sign of Jonah, for you start coming together to see the great army. So now you got a conflict between the two. That's tribulation. They battling, doing it double. It's done to you. Double. See? And then they leave. And then the goat comes in, China and India, finishing them off. Then burns the whole place down. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there, bro. Okay, let me show you this. Let me show you this, and then I'm going to close out, brothers and sisters. I'm probably tomorrow, I'm going to take more time with this, because I really wanted to really get into this a little deeper, but all the problems I've had. Okay, what I'm saying here is here we are, warriors, right? And then they got hold of us. And what's over here? Got transformed. See? And now, see the mind we got, Christian mind. And they got all mega churches. I told you, the agents, they're not preachers. Got Hollywood, NFL, CNN, all the news stations, they subset. And then for Farrakhan, their mind, see? That's information going into your brain, giving you that Christian mind. See? And then Master Muhammad's getting ready to destroy all of that, take all that away. Bam. Now you got the angel mind. Right now you're looking at the new vision. See? Now you got the new vision. You understand what I'm saying? And what? Once you get your new vision, now you're taking down the devil. You got Papa's got a brand new bag. Like I said, bro, it takes a long time to put this stuff together. Like I said, with all the headaches I got, right? But just get you to understand, because people understand, say, pictures worth 1,000 words or something like that there, whatever say, right? So that's the point. Wait here, and that's problem is getting ready to destroy all that background stuff, right? What's holding you down, Allah will lift you up, you clean the earth, And all of a sudden, bam, now you get the angel mind. And now you got a whole new attitude now. The devil's on the run. Okay. I really want to take more time and talk about this, but after everything else. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. I know it's gonna run on its own. I might as well just go ahead and let it play on out. And that same thing, just different. Yep. He's about to go. If you saw the shit over here Sunday, boy. And like I said, Christianity, that's explain that. I'm going to go leave it here, brothers and sisters. But one thing I want to mention here before I go. Oops. Yeah, see when the start doing that when it's in contact with something. So let me check and make sure I didn't miss something here. Oh, no, not that. I'm telling you, I don't know. Just say I need to get on Facebook. I don't know what happened to me. I don't know if you get it. All these different, what they call these, I don't know what they call it, videos or whatever, shorts or whatever. And these devils are walking around, I mean, literally naked. Literally. And they, see, because that's the discipline is dropping. And they don't understand discipline is needed for power. So that's another aspect of it. So them, it sent to me specifically. I just deleted it. I don't know what it was. Okay, this is what I was going to do here. And let me close out. Oh. Okay, I'm leaving it there, brothers and sisters. But, like I said, your brain calculates, your mind feeds information. So right now you got the devil's mind. It says all you got it. And it says Suleiman the only one didn't. He had to preach the 4 winds to give it to you. So, but that's what it says. Okay. So, the thing is that Master Muhammad is going to destroy it at the root. Right? Take falsehoods now as the root of it, just cornerstone, and everything collapses. And then your brain is going to be starved for information. Like your body, if your body, you don't have no food, you're going to start looking for food. And most of you don't understand, you never look at that way. Your brain needs information. And starved information. And the only information that will be available is the angel. See? That's what it says. This preaching all the world, then the end will come, because he just destroyed the information. And so their lies and everything is already manifest. Falsehoods are gone. So what are they going to say on that one? And the truth is clear. And how you know the truth is clear? Because as men's hearts be filled for fear those things come from there. Because they know. Well, how do they know? Because they ain't getting it from the preachers. They ain't getting it from sealed Bible. This is men's heart be filled for fear those things come from the earth. Because powers haven't been shaken. So now, remember, they got the angel on too. The point is they can't activate. They can't. They can't understand it. But just like we had the sealed Bible, they got the revelations here. They got here. They just don't understand it. But the point is that when that turns on, right? When the Bible unsealed, when it turns on, just like the sealed Bible was against us, the unsealed Bible be against them. And so all of a sudden, because we saw the sealed Bible, oh, God says we slaves and God hates us and everything else. What they gonna say? Oh man, we devils. God's gonna get us. You see? So they're gonna be in distress. Hope you understand that principle, brothers and sisters. See? So when that comes on, man, they're going to know. That's why the fear is going to be so intense. Because the truth, the brain's going to calculate it. Because they're going to see the truth. The lies, immediately all that stuff is destroyed. If it wasn't, they still can't. How are they going to explain false Israel, that kind of stuff? The truth be clear. That's why if the truth wasn't clear, then why would there be a fear? Because they had me to tell them, oh, that ain't what that is. They tell me something else. Oh man, that ain't that or something, But that'll be all that's wiped out. It'd be totally clear. That's why they be having, when it's a heart failure, they mean heart attacks on a massive level. This is like a couple of men on a massive level. See? And what's destroying them? Information. Now the brain's getting the correct information, but it's destroying them. Like sometimes you're allergic to certain things, he just kill you. Well, the truth, they're allergic to the truth. Hope you understand, bro. So I gotta go. Hopefully, maybe tomorrow I can go over this again in a more comfortable and relaxed way and do it like I had intended to. I see I'm buffering over there. Okay, well, be trying to stop this, right? I keep telling you, they send a prophet, a messenger, just send one. It's like throwing a rock into the ocean. The waves don't come towards the rock, they move away from the rock. That means you disturb the ocean. If you throw a big enough rock in there, it's going to cause tidal waves. And that's what he's doing, because of a powerful rock. It's causing tidal waves, it's causing change all over the world. Ever since 1990, the world's been changing. Is that a coincidence? Dramatically. Because the Indians is a big mountain. They say it's a rock. Anybody getting away with it, they break them. Anybody that it falls on, they crush it. Because the vibrations and intensity is much greater than theirs. And so it's causing, right, changes, dramatic changes. Assalamu alaikum.